Hello there. Good morning. Boker Tov. How are you? The sun is shining, the birds are singing. Life is kind of good. This week, we're studying Bechukotai, the last book in the last chapter in the book of Leviticus. Yep, we're done with all the laws. No, actually we're not. But we're with the majority of giving of the law. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to wrap up the book of Leviticus. Okay? So it says, if you follow my laws and faithfully observe my commandments, I will grant you rains in their season, so the earth shall yield its produce and the trees of the field their fruit. You shall eat your fill of bread and dwell safely in your land. I will grant you peace in the land. That's very nice. But if you don't follow them, the punishments. But if you break my covenant, I will do this to you. I will cause misery for you, illness and fever. And your enemies shall eat your crops. Your foes shall rule over you. You shall flee even when no one is chasing you. See, we're making a point here, right? So, when was this written and how long did it take? Well, according to Exodus and Numbers, the Israelites spent 1 month on Mount Sinai. How do we know that? Because Leviticus ends with a simple statement. These are the commandments that God gave Moses for the Israelite people on Mount Sinai. Seems pretty clear. Well, like everything when we're studying Torah, is it really that clear? Theoretically, it took a month. They were at Sinai for a month. But when the historians and the scholars look at it, it's obvious it was written over hundreds and hundreds of years. So, what does that mean? Does it dilute the message? No, not at all. But, so why would they say that it was given at Sinai? Well, here's the idea. The idea is that the Leviticus is that the laws are part of the Holy Covenant. So they start in Exodus, the 10 Commandments, and follow through with Leviticus. So they're all in the same vein. So, do we have all 613 mitzvot in Leviticus? No. Got a lot of them, but not, I believe I forgot. I think there's 247, that are actually in Leviticus. I'll look that up. So, 613 mitzvot. We find out that there's 248 positive mitzvot, and then there's 365 negative mitzvot. So, 365. Numbers seem familiar? Yeah, try the days of the year. So where does 248 positive mitzvot come from? Are you ready for this? According to the rabbis in the Talmud, the 248 positive mitzvot match the parts of our body. Pretty cool, huh? So, I'm not a doctor, I can't verify that, but I think it's a really cool concept. Okay, so why would they say this? Well, this was the rabbi's way of saying it reminds us that every part of our bodies and every day of the year to do God's mitzvot. I think that's lovely. I really do. I really think that's neat. So, we're ending Leviticus, and next week we'll start Numbers. And Numbers is a whole different ball of wax. Okay, we start counting things next week. Okay, so basically that's what I wanted to talk about with Leviticus. Anything else? Yeah, one more thing. Leviticus is the third book, right? We've got Bereshit, we've got Exodus, and we've got Leviticus, third book, right? Well, back in the day, okay, they used to teach the children They used to start with Leviticus. Well, why would they start out of order? Well, if you think about it, who was teaching? The priests. Well, who wrote Leviticus? The priests. So they wanted to make a point with the students, who were the kids, what was more important to them, the mitzvot, the laws. So that's my story on that. So I think that's it. So that is it for Leviticus. And I will see you next week on Tuesday, Torah Tuesday, where we will start Numbers. Have a good week.